Okay, so this is the new local recording. We lost a few minutes on this episode here on the stream because the stream went down and went back up. So, because I'm doing a new local recording, a fresh local recording, thank you to Jam for resubscribing with Prime for 62 months. Appreciate that. Wanted to have that on record on the YouTube archive that's coming out later. We had just gotten ready. The heavy Gundam I sized here, so now we have the heavy Gundam, so we can see what the heavy Gundam looks like when we build that, because I had forgotten to do that previously. So it's not like we hadn't really even worked on our kit. You can see we are body complete just about here on the Hazel 2. We still need to finish the backpack here. Got to build a section of the backpack. Then there's a little bit on the side. There's like a clip, replacement clip for the weapon, so we have to put that on. And that is what we're going to be focusing on here. And then there's some stickers. We got some stickers to apply, some fancy stickers over here that we need to apply. And then this kit will be done, which will be cool. And I hope that people find the stream. And folks that might have been disappointed or frazzled with the dropped frames come back and enjoy. And I hope you're enjoying and that you're here. And my apologies for that. Certainly, I don't want that to happen. It has been a long time since I have had to restart a stream, and occasionally I have drop frames here and there, little hiccups, but it's very rare that I have like the complete and total shutdown. That is unusual for our purposes here. So, all right, so we'll put that aside because we got to build the parts that go on the backpack here. I think they're like ammo boxes, basically, if I remember correctly. And I probably don't, but maybe I do. So we'll put one on one side, one on the other, because we got to do both of these here. And so, yeah, and we'll finish this kit up proper, good and proper. And then we'll be able to move on to the Heavy Gundam. It's a premium Bandai kit, I believe came out in 2018 that I have, that I saw come up again for pre-order. Because I did not get it in 2018 because I wasn't buying premium Bandai kits in 2018, that many of them anyway. And so I went ahead and just picked that up because I thought it would be fun to build because it's cool looking. And I noticed as I was getting ready to start promoting this stream tonight and talking about these kits that I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. These are both kind of a little bit non-traditional model kits. If you think of what you think in your head of what a Gundam looks like. Because they're not primarily white or gray. Not every Gundam is white or gray, but they're your main ass. In your head, when you think of Gundam, you either think of your first Gundam show, your favorite Gundam show, or the RX-782, which could be your favorite. It could be your favorite, but the classic Gundam in your head is probably not the Hazel 2. And I don't think it's the Heavy Gundam either. That's just my opinion. People can have their own opinion on that. I'm still wearing a Band-Aid. My apologies for that, but it is less unsightly than the alternative, which is showing you what my thumb currently looks like from the yard work that I did and getting all bruised up from that. My apologies for that thing. I wanted to share, look, sometimes we talk about stuff that is not fun, that is not great. I haven't had lots of good stories lately. Sometimes it's been me sharing my frustrations. Sometimes it's me sharing just anecdotes of things that are happening. But I did want to share something that made me smile a little bit, and maybe you'll like it too. My folks are, it seems like, finally about to cut the cord. We're talking about our internet here, but forget that. What about cable television? They are very much in favor of just getting a package, getting something, doing a la carte. And I am very happy about that. And I'm proud of them for making the decision to do that, because the alternative is to just continue to have cable television and spend a lot of money for things they don't use. Now, live sports, still important to my folks. So we got to have some live channels, right? We kind of talked about it. We looked at some of the options, and it looks like we're going to go with a Roku. So you get some free channels, you get some free options of some things, some stuff like that. And we'll supplement the Roku with Hulu plus live TV. So they get some live channels. They still have the Hulu archive of stuff of various things they can stream. They can find their old episodes, which in some instances sort of makes up for the fact that they're going to lose the ability to have like on demand. Because they'll replace that. Now, obviously, not everything they watch will be on Hulu, but a lot of it will. I'll put my Amazon Prime on the Roku so they can look at that. They'll have that as an option, and we just think that might end up being the best case scenario for them. I was looking at YouTube, but I think we're gonna go with Hulu. That just seems like the way to go. And as a bonus, I'll have Hulu because I'll have their login, so I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll be streaming like live television all that often, but it does mean that I'll like have access to some anime that is on Hulu that I haven't. I used to have Hulu back in the day. I paid for Hulu and still got ads because there was some anime I wanted to watch, and for a while there, basically everything on Funimation was showing up on Hulu. So to me, Hulu was a better deal because I got the anime I wanted, but I also got a bunch of other stuff. And then it turns out that then there were some things that couldn't be on Hulu, and so they were only on Funimation, and then it made more sense to just get Funimation. Also, you still have ads on the lower tier Hulu, and I was like, well, it turns out I actually hate watching these ads, and I'd rather just spend money on an anime subscription and just watch anime. So that is the decision I came to. Lashbrook says, I really should cancel my cable, but I know I'm too lazy to visit Canada each week for AEW. Yes. So I watch AEW through the TNT TBS app, and now I'll do it through Hulu or through Hulu plus Live TV, I guess, in the future. Or there are easily obtainable out there. They do not this is not like something they don't want you to know about. This is something that like is out there and you can just take advantage of it. The M38Us are out there of TBS and TNT, and you can just load that in a web browser or VLC, and that is how I often watch some of these things for TBS and TNT. But yeah, I totally understand. Also I'm watching on my monitor because I'm like doing other things. That's different from with the TV and all that. Like I totally get that. Why people would possibly not want that as an option. But for me, totally works fine. I look forward to them cutting the cable and just going to having internet, because then the discussion then opens up of the possibilities of perhaps existing in a possibility, and the possibility space exists that, hey, what if, is this even on right? I can't tell. I think I might have put this on wrong. I can't tell. I gotta hold on. Yes, I believe I put this on wrong, so I have to fix my mistake. Hooray! But no, I have talked about the possibility of like, what if we got a different internet package here? We just had internet troubles tonight. That's kind of rare, but still, I am currently in this room, just like kind of dealing with not necessarily the best internet connection overall for this house, and it would be nice to explore the other options that are out there. And if you're not tied in with a cable package with your internet, then suddenly the possibilities open up to going with a different company, because you don't have to be on a package. So I don't know. That's down the road probably. I mean, it would benefit my mom. It wouldn't benefit my dad at all because he doesn't use the internet. He's not a guy who gets on the internet, except for the fact that he uses a Amazon device to listen to music. But other than that, he's not online, and he wouldn't consider that the internet or a computer. That's just the thing he says the name of. I don't want to say it because I don't want to mess with anything in your houses or whatever. I'm not that kind of guy. Okay, yeah, so this is, I just did this wrong. Let's see. Did I do it wrong, the entire thing wrong here? This looks like that. Okay, that looks like that. Okay, so this goes in here like this. Oh, yeah, I did. I put that in wrong. So I'm glad that I took it off to fix it. And I will make sure that when I do the other one, that I'm doing it properly. Yeah, that is how that's supposed to look. Okay, that is accurate now. Great. So we can panel line this. Now that I've done it properly, we can panel line. But yeah, that is my quote unquote good news. Is that I'll have Hulu. We could talk about Hulu stuff, but also my folks are finally going to do the cable cutting, which will be good for them. But yeah, I don't use a cable login for anything except for TBS and TNT. But I have alternatives for that, so I am not worried about that. You know, it'll be fine. But yeah, Lashbrook, if the only thing you're using cable for is that, like, there are alternatives, including what you said about logging into Canada. You know, just hanging out, watching there every week. That is an option. Do what you got to do, folks. Do what you got to do. I know that we had internet connection problems, but we're still a little light tonight, I would say. I would describe tonight as pretty relaxed. It looks like tonight will be a chill stream. Not the end of the world by any means, but certainly, like, you know, I like it when people are around hanging out. I was hoping some people would spend some of their Saturday with me. I know there's a bunch of other options. You know, college basketball, apparently, according to folks, has been good or bad or great or weird. I don't know. Seems like some number one, some heavy hitters went out, surprising, and everybody's betting pools are all messed up, and it's anybody's game, and there's no possibility of a perfect now because you don't expect that to happen. It sounds like things are real weird for people. Which, you know, like, again, I don't pretend to know a lot about what's going on out there, but that it seems cool and or terrible. We'll survive. I gotta get this on here. Great. All right, that is on. That's looking good. We gotta do the other one that goes on here. Panel line it. Stick it on there. And we'll be good to go. And then there's just a little bit of the refill of ammo that goes on the side, and then we will be pretty done with this one. Oh yeah, beam saber. Got to put the beam saber in. I'll just do that now. You just get that. That is F2. Where are you, F2? There it is. The beam saber is blue, which makes sense for the kit when you're looking at this kit being mostly blue. Probably won't have our friend here holding the beam saber, but we can put it in its hiding spot, which is here on the backpack, and we'll do that now to make it easier to put the backpack on. Arctic Saw says, sorry, I'm a bit quiet. Playing through Yakuza 4 along with while watching pretty deep into the Tanimura stuff right now. Arctic Sloth, you do not have to apologize. As always, friends, being a lurker is totally cool. If folks want to just have it on TV while they're doing other things, while you're cooking dinner or eating dinner, or you just are watching, but you're just not in the mood to type into chat and respond to what I'm saying, that's also okay. Do I want to have an active chat? Of course I do. Would I rather have an active chat than a chat of people who are excited to be here? Of course not. Lord Crashton's here. Well, what's up, Lord Crashton? Happy to have you here. Arista fan says mood. Yeah, if you just need a relaxing Saturday and I can be part of that, like that's I haven't. You know what? You know what? You know what? I don't have a lot planned for discussion tonight, and I haven't done a state of the union ish type thing in a while. So let's just do that right now. A bit of it, not really state of the union. That's a wrong term for it. Don't you hate pants? Yeah, look, Washington. Yes, sometimes pants are awful. I'm going to tell you what. When my life takes another change and I start going out into the world constantly and start working in like a place, yes, start working in a place, there will be a sadness in me of the idea that I will be wearing pants and doing things out there. That is a Simpsons reference, but it resonated with me, so I felt like talking about it. All right, let me just do a little bit of this here real quick of just saying my goals with the streams. My goal with this, the reason why I do model kit building streams is because I always thought I would like to stream. People that liked me from PAX shows and podcast appearances and various other things that liked my online presence or whatever said that they wish they could see more stuff that I did because I promoted my New York comedy gigs and stuff like that. And some people were like, "Oh, I wish I could see you do things and do shows and stuff." So the idea was, well, I kind of want to get out there and do more, and there seems to be people out there that would like to see me do fun things like that. Let me see if I can figure out a way to do that. Let me see if I can figure out a way to hang out with people consistently in a way that is fun. What would that be? I'm totally on the jogger trend. I almost never wear real pants anymore. Hell yeah, Arctic Sloth. But yeah, the decision was like, okay, well, what kind of stream would I want to do? I don't know if I just want to do games all the time. I don't think so. I don't play a ton of games. I don't necessarily, at the time, didn't necessarily have the setup to capture video. I mean, I could on my computer, but that was about it. And I was like, I don't know. There's so many streamers that do that. They're going to be more active than me. I always want to do model kits again. I've always wanted a good excuse to get back into model kits because I love model kits. So I'll do a model kit stream. And when I started doing it, I had these grand ideas that I would have guests on all the time because I wasn't going to do it like, I was going to do it like once a week, maybe twice a week. And I would have guests at every show because like there's an episode early on where I have my friend John sit in and hang out for like half the stream. But it was just going to be like an experiment. And I was really going to build with it. And I quickly realized like I don't want to do that. I actually don't want to stream on location. I want to do it from home. I want to stream often because within a month I got affiliate and I realized this could be, the idea originally was, well, if I stream enough, it'll pay for the kits that I'm building. And I can like pay myself back for what I'm putting in there and then kind of promote my live shows and promote panels and stuff like that. And we'll see what happens. And then a thing happened that I did not expect that I loved very much, which was regulars. People that made what I did part of their week. And that was new to me. I had not really experienced that before. Because like improv shows, you get some repeat customers, but not a lot of repeat customers. Some people once a month will come see what you're doing or change it up. Sketch comedy, stuff like that. You don't 404ing it. There were people that would come to 404ing it when it was a monthly show that would come every month, but not everybody. You just always had some new people. Yes, engage with minor engagement in capitalism. Dip my toes in capitalism. But like, I realized that this became appointment viewing for people. And it became a little thing for some folks that there were regulars. And outside of like Harold, who I know in real life, and a few other folks that were like there all the time, like that I was expecting, or like a couple friends, like my buddy Ian still pops in now and again. He was there a lot in the very beginning. Xandra, who comes in now and again. When I was in the afternoons, I became part of Xandra's sketch or like viewing in the beginning, part of her life, and that was unexpected to me that was going to happen like that. That it was going to become a little community of folks. And then I lost my job. at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. And that affected me in many, many ways, including my ability to earn a full-time employment, sure. But also, these streams became a place for me to converse with folks and talk, and it was a thing to have an active schedule when I was in between things or working a bunch of different smaller things. And before I got a job working at the Brooklyn Comedy Collective, which was twice a week, so I had an outlet and I had a bit of a schedule there. But before that, when I just didn't know what I was going to be doing on any given day, it gave me some structure, and that was really important, and I was happy to have that. And then it just became a thing that I looked forward to. And that's where we're at now. This is a thing that happens consistently, that I always look forward to, that I'm always happy is part of my day. Or 4 times a week, 3 streams of model kit building, 1 stream of something else, gaming or conversation or whatever. These are things that I very much value, very much appreciate, and very much look forward to. And it's rad that I have those things, right? What do I want from these streams? For me personally, it's a excuse to build model kits, to build some community, to talk. There have been days, certainly, where I don't talk much out loud. I do a lot of typing. I do a lot of chatting, maybe out on the phone a little bit, but I don't have a lot of outlets for that. So I have this, which is really nice. So that's on my personal end. And then also like reminding people of stuff that I'm up to and doing, and make a little bit of money here and there, do all that. And then there's the part where I get the incredible opportunity to be there for people. And that's unbelievably cool that I get to do that. I am incredibly blessed that I get to do that. That I get to be around for people, to have something, some people to hang out with and talk to and check in with. I'm not even going to do this part. I don't need this side part there. We're not even going to do it. Forget it. Let's just put some stickers on this kit. Some fancier stickers that go on the same way. We'll call it a day there. Because we got a bunch of stickers to put on here. We got some stickers to put on the front and the head unit. No, we're not going to do that. But yeah, we could put a thing here on this. It kind of points out where some of these stickers are, and we can then stick them on there. Like on here. Oops. There's going to be a sticker that we're going to put right there. That says Mecha on it. But yeah, I love that I have a community of folks that look forward to these streams, that look forward to hanging out, that go on raids, and when we go and see other people and see what they're up to, that will kind of go along with the nonsense and shenanigans that I'm up to. That makes me incredibly happy that I can facilitate this kind of a thing, and that people are on board for whatever goofy ass bullshit that I want to do. That absolutely rules, and I am incredibly grateful for it. All right, so that is on the back of this. I don't know if we're going to do all of these, but we're going to do some of them. We'll do some of these stickers here. But yeah, I'm incredibly blessed to have people who are willing to allow me to do this nonsense. Classy bullshit only, please. Indeed. But yeah, no, I mean that's the state of it. That's where we're at with this. Is just like, I don't know. I get to do nonsense. I'm pleased that I get to do nonsense. That people are willing to have it. And then for all of you, I hope that this is a place where you can occasionally vent if something is just really going bad. I have the right to say, hey, feel free to ping me or whatever, instead of doing it here in the chat. But if people want to come in and just be like, this fucking thing, like, that's fun. If people want to share good news. If people just want to hang out while I complain about things or make fun of Elon Musk or talk about anime that I'm excited about, or video games that we're all playing or anything like that, or people want to share stuff that they're excited about, like the fact that I get the opportunity to do that, I am incredibly blessed. But also, I love that I am something that people look forward to. That is unbelievably cool, and I recognize that that is a privilege, that I can make a thing that people are like, oh no, actually, we got to wrap this up because there is a stream that I want to watch starting in a little bit. Like, that is unbelievably cool. I am very lucky to have that I can say, like, oh no, that people were like, yeah, actually, let me get this going here because Pat's building a model kit and I want to hang out, or Pat's talking about anime for 2.5 to 3 hours on stream, so I gotta dip and go do that. Like, that is, I'm very lucky that I have that. What part is that? I don't even know where that's supposed to be on this kit. Okay, let's see. We should put one of these things on here. I think we're almost done with this kit. Got a couple more stickers that we can put on here, but we're not going to go super heavy. We're not going to do every sticker, but we can do some of them because that's fun. Also, because the next kit is going to have so many fucking stickers, but that's all at the end, so I won't have to do that today, except for like maybe the head sticker or something like that if we get to that. But I won't have to do like plenty of stickers here. All right, so we'll put that on there because I think that's a fun place to put that. Is that supposed to be the big one or one of the small ones? Who cares? I like putting the larger sticker there. And we should put it, we got these stickers here. Let's put something on the shield as well. We'll put this on here. This one goes on the smaller sticker, but we'll put it in there because there's room for it. But yeah, I hope this is a place where people feel comfortable hanging out, and it makes me pleased as hell that anybody wants to spend some time with my goofy ass doing nonsense stuff here. That makes me happy. Welcome to it. Hope you're having fun. All right, we'll put this on here. And we'll just do it like that. All right, and that's gonna do it for this kit. Which I think I have to stand up because I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna tip over if I lay it down. So, but I'll do that for you. You can see this kit here. This was the Hazel 2, which turned out pretty fun. I had a good time putting this kit together. I think it looks pretty neat. And then we're gonna call that quits. Throw some stuff over in the pile to sort later. I gotta take a photo of this kit, so I'll do that now. You can see it just tips over, so just here. Get my camera ready. Okay. And I'm just going to stand this up. And that gotta be like that, so it stands up. And then I'm just going to put the gun and other shield in front of it. And we get a good photo here of this kit. Just go. Yeah. And then I'm going to take an alternate photo with it like that. All right, and that's the kit. That is the Hazel 2. I don't know if I recommend this kit. I do like that it is a dark color. I like the Titans style coloring. I think this was a fun kit to put together. It is weird that you build the weapons before you build the arms. And so the fact that you build the shields and the weapons so early in the kit build order is strange. I've always hated putting a sticker there for the crotch fin. That being a sticker sucks. But for the most part, pretty fucking solid build. Happy to put it together. Pretty pleased with the process. So put this aside, and then we can go in here and get ready to talk about The Heavy Gundam. The Heavy Gundam is right here. This is again a kit from, let's see, where was this from? Come on. This is a premium Bandai kit. You can tell because there is all black and white. There's nothing else to it. It is just very simple. All of the stickers that you put on the end, just about almost every sticker, are all on the back page. Even this page is not in color, which is frustrating. So I'll have to use the photo of the kit as a reference. But yeah, this is a premium kit that I picked up that arrived, I want to say towards the end of February, if not the very beginning of March, maybe the very beginning of March. So I haven't had it too long in my collection, but I'm looking forward to putting this together. And it's got some English in it, which is nice. Let's see here. This kit is from the year 2018. Nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these my sprues set up here so we can start the new kit. And just get all of this together. C. And this is also B. There. Shouldn't take long to organize, and then we can get into the building portion of this build here. Building the building portion of the builds. You know, I can speak words. I'm doing okay. Got two beam sabers here. A couple clear parts. Always love to see a good clear part here and there. Oh, great. And then E, and there we are. And then we have the eyes and I believe the head stickers. That'll be the traditional stickers there. A bunch of polycaps here. Let's see, what year is this? This is a 2008 polycap set. So there'll be some on here we might not even use, which is fine. And of course, some beam sabers. And then we've got all of the stickers we'll put on the end. Will we use all of these? Possibly, maybe not. Will we use all of these, the orange ones? Probably, because I think it'll look cool. I don't know for sure, but that's at the end, as I said. So that's not something we'll have to worry about for a while here. And then we'll just put that there. The premium Bandai kit, you could tell because the box is just black and white and gray. It's the Heavy Gundam, the FA782 Heavy Gundam. It's a good-looking kit. But yeah, I mean, you know, the box itself doesn't even help us about where the colored stickers go. So we're definitely going to have to rely on looking at the source photo, which is fine. But yeah, this is from Mobile Suit Discovery, originally from the Origin MSD. It's got a big weapon on its arm. You know I like that. It's got a cannon. It's got a shoulder cannon. That's not a thing that you see too much. I'm excited about that. I don't know. There's something about this kit that really made me go like, you know what? Also, decent price. Need a Gundam with 69 on it. Totally crushed it. What's the name of the Battle Log kit this looks like? Was it also Heavy Gundam or it was Ground? So I mentioned this last week. I think I mentioned it before you got in here, which is fine. It is very similar to the HG Gundam Ground Urban Combat Type, which had a similar color, which took its color scheme from the Heavy Gundam. But that was the Gundam Ground Urban Combat Type, is the Gundam Breaker Battle Log kit that has basically the same thing, including the same kind of stickers. That is your easily obtainable if you want a kit that looks like this. It's not the exact same kit, but it's very similar. It's like it's a mesh, but that one is the Ground Urban Combat Type, which is not as fun to say as Heavy Gundam. Heavy Gundam is just a fun thing to say. But anyway, let's get into it. I did want to talk a little bit about wrestling. I was not planning to talk about like streaming or whatever, or my streaming, but I did want to talk a little bit about wrestling because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have hugged it out. They have reunited, and it does feel so good. Look, did I want Sami Zayn's storyline, this bloodline storyline, to end with Sami Zayn holding one of, if not both, of the world titles? Yeah. Did I think that was going to happen? Fuck no, I didn't think that was ever going to fucking happen. Never thought that was going to happen. So the idea that he and Kevin Owens, his buddy, his lifelong friend, are in real life and in wrestling. You can do that with the the Magnex stickers. Okay. Yes, you can do that. You're right. The 6'9", I think you're saying. Yes. Um, that Sammy and Kevin could maybe be tag team champions and at least tag together at WrestleMania. I think that's rad. I would love it if they won them because that is the thing that they would like. They would like to be tag champs together. The fact they're both baby faces at the same time is really fun. The fact that the story had to involve Cody Rhodes, I understand. I don't love it. I don't think it's necessary. It is, in his mind, his character's mind, probably necessary because it means they might have his back where, the bloodline is many people and he is one guy. So to have a united front probably makes a lot of sense. Kevin being like, you keep saying we don't have to like each other, we just have to work together. I don't want that. Why would I work with someone that, doesn't want to be my friend? And it's just like this beautiful, lovely little moment. I don't know. So people said oh, it's so forced. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure. Okay. It is. But whatever. I'm a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for friendship. I love a good friendship. I love a good friendship in storyline stuff and wrestling friendship. And I think it is lovely to have that there. It reminds me of the moments where Kevin Owens was trying to get Sammy to leave the bloodline months and months ago, and they hadn't talked to each other for a while, and they had a segment where, Sammy was like, hey, that whole, Ezekiel Elias thing, that's Elias. And Kevin Owens hugged him because finally, a guy he had known for so many years believed him because Kevin Owens was right. We all knew he was right, but, he was made to seem like he was crazy. And to have, Sammy be in his corner was, so lovely. And then they didn't end up, eventually Sammy did choose the bloodline instead of him for quite some time. But to have that, come back around in this way to be nope, now they're on the same page and they're together and it's lovely. The New Day is friendship goals. And totally Lord Cratchit did. That you never turn your back on them. You never go, you can ease up a little bit, but you don't ease off the brakes and you're always there for each other and you big up one another. Yeah, totally. Every friend group in wrestling should strive to be the New Day. Instead of whatever group is eventually going to turn on one another. Also, wrestling friends should never want to turn on one another because they should recognize that when a tag team breaks up, one gets a push and the other does almost nothing. Just doesn't do shit at all. So every wrestling tag team should be nope, we stay together because the alternative is bad for one of us, and that could be me. So yeah. I'm happy for them. I think that's lovely and cool. And I like friendship. I'm a big softy on that. I like wrestler friendship. Let's see. Stu Grayson is back in. I think we mentioned it, but he's all elite once again. Stu Grayson, a early member of the AEW roster who left. Friendship isn't indeed magic. Yes. Stu Grayson had... basically, his contract was up, and they could not come to terms for a new contract, so he left. He made one brief appearance a while ago when they were in Canada for the first time to get that Canadian pop. And then he didn't really do anything there, and now he is back. He made an appearance and wrestled. Next week, he is wrestling 1-on-1 against Jon Moxley, and that rules. He's going to lose. Because no one in Dark Order can beat anyone in the Blackpool Combat Club. For some fucking reason, they're untouchable against the Dark Order. Maybe Stu will pull it off. I don't know, but it's fucking cool as hell. I'm happy to see Stu back. Stu is a very good dude. I have run into the same circles as him for many years and have heard nothing but good things when it comes to Stu Grayson, or Player Dose, as he was called when I was around people that knew him very well, because he was in a tag team, Player Uno and Player Dose. Later, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. He instead was not Evil Dose, which I think is probably for the best. But yeah, that was their tag team. They were an 8-bit generation Nintendo themed gimmick while also being just incredibly good wrestlers. But yeah, he's back in. Very happy for him. I don't really have much more to say than that about good old Stu. Also his... I don't think Evil Uno does them as much anymore, but he was... Evil Uno for a while there was hot and heavy with doing vlogs, and there was a segment of his vlog which was Stu reviewing gyms, Stu's gym reviews, and he would just review various like hotel gyms. And it was very like he's silly, but he was playing it straight, and it was those are very enjoyable. Recommend it. But he's back. He's all in again. He said, I really love this. I really enjoyed this. He says, I didn't know Twitter could be that positive about anything. I'm still angry, Stu, but less than usual. So thanks. This is very, very nice. Just a good dude, and I'm glad that he is back on the wrestling. Let's see. Great Muta is in the going into the Hall of Fame, which is fun. Eddie Kingston has COVID. Get well soon, Eddie. I believe this is Eddie's second bout of COVID, which sucks. And I hope that this is a very mild and quick case. Eddie rules. I have not watched this morning's Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling's Grand Princess. Their big event of the year. Have not seen that yet. Will see it. I will be seeing it tomorrow evening. I'll be watching it with friends. I'm looking forward to watching that. We'll be together in a Discord, and that'll be really fun. I'm just going to broadcast it out, breaking all the rules. But that'll be a good time to hang out with people and watch some wrestling. Talk about some wrestling with my peers. Looking forward to that. And I'll talk about that on Monday. I won't go probably through the whole card, but I'll find some opportunities to talk about some wrestlers that are doing some stuff that I think is cool. Okay, so this is going to go like this. Then this is going to go here. Okay. The neck. You can just hit this with black right now. Gonna hit this with a little bit of black right there, because it'll be easier than when I start adding more and more pieces of plastic on top of each other. This kit probably, most of this kit's not going to need a lot of marker because it is this black, this dark brown. Honestly, dark brown. It's not really black. This is dark brown. But this brown is so dark that, it's just not going to, marker is just not going to hit on there. Nothing's going to pop on that. All right, so we did that. That is most of the chest. Now I can do the waist. So there'll be a piece that goes on top here, but we'll get more of that going there. And need some polycaps. Polycap 1 here, and I need polycap 8 here. Let's see. Any other news, a wrestling news thing? Dynamite. There's going to be some cool shit at Dynamite because Kenny Omega is facing Vikingo. El Hijo del Vikingo. It's 25. He is comes from AAA wrestling and is a phenom there. Incredibly young rising star, incredibly talented. He and Kenny were supposed to face but because due to COVID and some illness stuff on Kenny's part, they never got to have a match. It's going to be on Dynamite. There is little to no fucking build because it was like announced like during the day yesterday, so it's kind of coming out of nowhere. And for every match I've seen of his has been phenomenal. I thought they would protect Kenny and not have Kenny be in a singles match for some time. Apparently that is not the case. They're fucking going for it. So I hope he's ready for it, and I hope he's in a good spirits. That's fucking rad. It's cool as hell. Yeah, that's something that he's been wanting for a long time, and he gets it. It's not on AAA. It's not for a title, which is what they wanted, but it is a big deal. So that shit's fucking cool. So congratulations to both of them for what sounds like a fucking cool match. Also, Dynamite's going to be real good because we're going to see Hook, the son of Taz, wrestle in a no DQ match against Stokely Hathaway. And that's going to be silly and nonsense because Stokely is not a professional wrestler, should not be wrestling. He's a manager and is very scared. And that is very funny. Should be pretty good. Could turn out terrible. Could be really quick. Obviously, there's a bunch of heels that are going to probably get involved. I am wondering if this is where Matt Hardy finally reveals that he has not been interested in hanging out with Ethan Page and working with Ethan Page, and that he has been scamming Ethan Page. We'll see if this is the point where they break free. I don't know. Not quite sure. But I will say, I'm excited about it. It's going to be silly in a way that I'm looking forward to because I love my hard-hitting, strong wrestlers wrestling strong and doing all kinds of cool shit. I love that. But I also like comedy in my wrestling, so give me some of that. Especially with at least one of my comedy wrestling guys injured, which Danhausen is currently injured. That's a real shame. It's like, all right, well, if one of my comedy guys is hurt, let's just have some goofiness instead. From Hook, who is not a comedy guy. I definitely would not consider him to be a comedy wrestler. All right, so this has to slide in here. Looks like. Yep, that slid in like that. Okay. And then this pops in like that. Yeah. Yeah. And then there'll be a part that goes in the back there. Just panel line this here. We will take a pause in the cause in a couple minutes. I'll talk about ways you can support the channel. Then we'll get into some anime talk. Again, I did not get to watch Endo and Kobayashi live today. So I cannot talk about the 11th episode. 99. Let me double check. Well, yeah, I cannot talk to you about the 11th episode. But I will talk about it on I'll talk about it next week. Or sorry, Monday. I'll talk about Monday. Only 2 episodes left of that. And I definitely want to be able to talk about it because I want to talk about it on Tuesday for Pat Baer's Anime Club Live. That is the Tuesday stream. My bonus stream on Tuesday will be that. Looking forward to that shenanigans there. Let me just double check. Do I have that image? Do I have that image? Do I have that image? It should be an Anime Club. Yada, yada, yada. Where are you, Anime Club? There you are. And let's see. Is that it? Oh, that's just that. Club. Yes. The winter wrap-up spring preview is there. Pat Baer's Anime Club winter wrap up string preview 9 p.m. Eastern. That's coming this coming Tuesday. We'll talk about the winter season and then get excited about the spring season. That's coming up, so get hyped for that. And then I made another terrible image, and I'll share that with you now in a second. Here's the thumbnail for when that video goes up the next Monday. Some of these shows are bad? Huh? Because I'm making terrible thumbnails now for Pat Baer's Anime Club. It's just for Pat Baer's Anime Club. I don't think I'm making terrible thumbnails for anything else. Oh, Lord Crashington hit the dance button. I'll hit the dance button right now. Thank you very much, Lord Crashington. Dance. There we go. Yeah. 33. Okay. But yeah. I am using need more photos of you freaking out to a benign text. Yes. So that's the thing, right? I'm going to be doing terrible photos like that with text, an image of a thing. I had like I did this for Pat Baer's Anime Club for the my wrap up of the Anime Awards, where I have like the logo for the Anime Awards, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm thinking about whatever. I'm going to be doing those. I'm just taking selfies in front of a wall that, like, basically the wall, like right over here, like right here, off camera. Just standing there, and then using the iPhone tool to cut myself out of the background, and then send that, and then import that into whatever I'm using to make my photos, and then just having some kind of background, having that on top, and then adding some text over it. I am spending no more than 5 minutes on each of these, but apparently these are going to work out, and eventually my videos are going to get started. My videos will be recommended to more people, supposedly, because of this. If I look at my numbers for I can't say, oh, the numbers went up on this recent Pat Baer's Anime Club, because it hasn't been that long. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of views on this week's Pat Baer's Anime Club. I have seen almost as many views on how to set up CPU versus CPU matches in WWE 2K23, which is a video that I put up literally today. But those are keyword searches that people are going to be searching. I don't know if people are going to be searching for, like, Crunchyroll Anime Awards results. Like, they might, and then they see a photo of me doing the face. I don't know if they're going to see that. Yeah, I put up a video. I'll put a link to it in the show description of this archive. But yes, I have made a how to set up CPU versus CPU matches in WWE 2K23. It's the same thing as 22, but they don't spell it out for you. So it is helpful to have that information. Like, people, I think, genuinely are pleased to get that information. All right, we got to take a pause for the cause. It's time to do that. We'll come back to here. We'll finish up the chest here. There's a little bit more, but also part of this is that we have to put weapons on this kit because it does have weapons. So, there's a little more to the chest than a normal high grade. Hello. If you are currently a subscriber to the old Build with Baer, you can throw the Baer Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, a Tier 2 emote, the blue emote, if you're a Tier 2 subscriber. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here. For a few minutes, I will be talking to you about ways you can support the channel. All of the things I will be talking about here are optional. You don't have to do any of these things. If you would like to do it, that would be great. But being a subscriber is the easiest way to support me through Cash Money or your Prime Gaming token. Jam used their Prime Gaming token today to help me out, which is really kind. That's, great. People do with Cash Money. I appreciate that very much. If you want to gift a sub, John is the only gift subber this month, which makes sense because I haven't had to try to get to the 40 threshold. We've been way over it. Obviously, on the 28th, a lot of those subs are going to go away. That stream is going to feel weird. That's a stream where I'm going to be playing WWE 2K23 or showing matches in WWE 2K23. That stream's going to feel odd because I'm just going to be having my numbers go down quite a bit during that stream. It'll be fine. But yeah, subscribing is the easy way to support what I do. You can also join me on Patreon, patreon.com/PatBaer. There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for different tiers. If you're watching this later on YouTube, what's up, YouTube? You can find all the links in the show description. If you're watching later on the VOD, what's up, people that watch Twitch VODs? I see you. You can find these, open up chat and take a look. Sometimes people watch VODs without looking at the chat. I know I do. So take a look at that, see if there's something there that appeals to you on the old Patreon. I have a YouTube channel, as mentioned, youtube.com/PatBaer. You can become a member there for $2 a month. You get my Wednesday videos a day early. My most recent Wednesday videos, pretty good. I would describe it as cathartic. I'll talk more about that later. But check that out. You could have watched that. If you had already done it, you could have watched that on Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday, you'll be able to see the Wednesday video before other people get to see it. You know. Those are all monthly ways to support me, but there's also direct donations. If you would like to just help me out, you can do that directly, which I would appreciate, through Ko-fi or PayPal or Stream Elements. Everything I make through direct donations through YouTube, which includes AdSense, so watching my videos helps, through Patreon and through Twitch, goes into a fund, and I buy model kits. I purchased this kit. I pre-ordered this heavy Gundam in the past because I was like, you know what? That looks like a fun Gundam to build. I have some money in the funds. I can take money out of it, and I can spend it on that. So thank you very much for, in the past you, for enabling current me to be building the kit that past me bought, because in the past there was money set aside for that. You get it. I did notice that somebody recently bought something off my Amazon wish list. I don't know when it's going to arrive. That'll be the next thing that I build. If you would also like to jump the queue and decide what I build next instead of voting, you can go to my Amazon wish list and buy something there. I'll make a dedicated YouTube video about the thing that you purchased, and it will jump the queue and become the next thing that I build, because that is the least I could do. I have to, I have to delete a thing here because I don't know why I put a thing in my wish list that does not need to be there. Hold on one second. Whatever. You can see it. There's a trading card game thing in there that should not be in my wish list. That should be in a different wish list. So that's why it's there. My apologies for that. Don't buy. I deleted it. Don't buy me gift cards. If you don't know, I do a charity event every year now to support the Cure Alzheimer's Fund. The event is called the Plamo Weekender, Plastic Model Weekender. And as a donation incentive, for every $50 raised during my shift, I will stop what I'm doing and open a random pack of cards. And I had found a good deal on several cards from a trading card game that I did not know existed. So I put that in my show wish list instead of my Build with Bear wish list. So apologies. But I have Lego sets, to get back to what I'm talking about here. Lego sets, model kits, inexpensive kits, expensive kits. A lot of new kits that came out for Witch from Mercury. So I got a bunch of Witch from Mercury kits that I would be pleased as punch to build for a variety of prices. And take a look, see there. Oh, there's the thing that I try to keep these in price order, but every once in a while things shift in price and I got to move them around. But I got a bunch of different stuff in there. See if there's something there you'd like to see me build on stream. You could purchase that and I would build it on stream again, like I said, and it would jump the queue and become the next thing I built. And there's some gear at the bottom because gear is nice. So there's there. If you want to get me a, yesterday was my patron saint day. If you want to get me a belated patron saint gift, because it was St. Patrick's Day, you could do that. Okay. Got an email there that is not important. Sorry. My alternative there is I have a Throne wish list. You could buy something off my Throne wish list instead of my Amazon wish list if you're interested in that. And then also you can go to USA Gundam Store, buy a gift card there, send me a DM on Twitter with the gift card code. I will use that to build something, or the gift card. I will buy something from USA Gundam Store. It'll probably be a Witch from Mercury kit. because those are the new hotness and the things that I would like to be building, especially with the second part of the season coming out. I would like to be timely, and I feel like that would be cool to do. Let me just check something real quick here. Okay, we're good. And who has sent me this message? I don't know. Okay, great. All right, everything's looking good. If you want to support me and you don't want to spend any money, join my Discord. My Discord is full of very kind folks. People post stuff they're working on. Lately, there's been somebody in there that just posts when they get a model kit in the mail. And I think that's totally fine. Tell me about the model kits that you are buying and maybe building, or at the very least, adding to the pile, adding to your own backlog. I think that's cool. Video links, as I mentioned, Pat Baer's Anime Club. The current Pat Baer's Anime Club is me talking about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Go through every winner and the nominees and talk about what I agree with and what I didn't. Baerly Rehearsed is a series where I do some character work. It's intentionally, on purpose, comedic pieces. And I go ahead and promise that I have rehearsed it at some point. It might be barely rehearsed, but it is rehearsed. And then CPU versus CPU at WWE 2K23 is a video that I put out literally today. If you would like to know how to set up CPU versus CPU matches in WWE 2K23, I use a controller on the PC, but it works for everything the same way. It's very easy, but they don't make it easy for you to know. So I do my best to let you all know what's going on with that. Yeah, and those are all the videos. Now it's part of the stream where I prepare to talk about 2 anime shows that I've been watching, but also I take this opportunity to drink some water because I am in need of it, and we will dramatically transition to the overhead and continue to work on this model kit. And again, we'll do it dramatically right now. All right. Let's get into it. Let's do this thing. Let's talk about 2 anime shows. Let's talk about Farming Life in Another World and Chilling in My 30s After Getting Fired from the Demon King's Army. Farming Life in Another World, Rue, the demon, the vampire, is pregnant. She's going to have a baby. Hey, Harold, welcome. I'm talking about some anime. I'm happy you're here on a Saturday. That kind of rhymed. It's like a anime Saturday. It's a slant rhyme at best, but it counts. It was unintentional, though. Oops. Hold on. All right, I'm going to this screen because I just dropped the sprue. I'm a professional, so hold on. Where did that go? Okay, that is very annoying for me to get. Can I reach it? I can. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. And then literally slid off of my shelving unit that I used to keep these and slid right out the back and down. And that was fun. Anyway, Farming Life in Another World, the anime that I've been watching. Yeah, Rue is pregnant, and Hikaru, Hiraku, our main guy, is just kind of going through like farm work, running the village, making sure everybody's okay, making sure it's security's good, and then combat training is going well, and then just a fucking dude shows up. A dude just kind of shows up out of nowhere, and he is Vengriff. I'm just going to keep calling him Vampire Grandpa because that's who he is. He is, he's Rue's grandpa and Flora's grandpa. He's 4,000 years old. He is a vampire progenitor. So he is like an old, like ancient vampire. So this ancient vampire dude just shows up because he's just like, yeah, I heard my granddaughter's pregnant. But before they can like talk about that, he's just like, wait, hey, the statue you carved, I recognize that god. Um, I met that god before I was born as a vampire. And he's like, yeah, that's the god that made me, that's the god that helped me out. Um, and he's like, yeah, I don't remember a lot of the details because this is a thing that like is totally unnecessary for this anime, but I love that's included. Basically, he's just like, yeah, in order to stay sane, you just have to like erase a bunch of memories. I just erase some memories. So like, I know I met this god. I don't remember like what I was like that. I don't remember why. So yeah, so they have the god in common. Um, and he's like, okay, well, Grandpa, I'll make you a copy of it. Uh, I'll make a copy of this god of the creation god because you met him and he made you the vampire and like that's cool. So I think you'll like that. And it's such a good carving of the god of creation that the vampire decides I have to donate this to the temple. So the temple of god of creation mysteriously gets this secret donation, and they're just like, holy shit, wait, this came from the Great Tree Village? They made this incredibly accurate representation of our god? Okay, well, I guess that place is cool. Like, they just basically decide, like, you know what place rules? The Great Tree Village. It is now under our protection. So he was just trying to be nice because, like, our guy was just like, who might appreciate this? You might appreciate that because, like, well, we've met the same god. And instead, it goes on there, which is just very in keeping with the vibe of the show. And then this is very funny. To celebrate the pregnancy, I don't know why of all the things he sent them the village a grand piano. I don't know why he sent them a grand piano, but he did. And then the demon trio that we have known, are nervous to play it because it's like a very expensive grand piano and very rare. So Hiraku makes like a cheaper knockoff version, and they're playing it a lot, which is great, except that he's trying to sleep and they play at night. So now sleep is bother. Again, very low stakes, very easy, light series. Like anytime anything is going to like, sometimes they will build up characters to have them like seem like a threat, and then they meet our guy and instantly are just like, oh, fuck, this guy is strong as hell. And look at all these legendary creatures that hang out with him, and what's up with all these fucking spiders and all that shit. And it's just very, very funny. The new edition of Grandpa Vampire, Varzuf, or Bazfi, the vampire progenitor, he's very good. I love Grandpa Vampire. He's a great new addition. He's no Sue the Slime or anything, or Miri from what do you call it? What anime is that? What am I thinking of? Buddy Daddies, or the little brother in Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible, a show that I'm like kind of watching, but not really. But there's a younger brother that thinks his older brother rules. Kubo-san won't let me be invisible. The main guy, little brother, really looks up to him and thinks he's cool. And there's an episode. This is not about anything I watched tonight, but I'm going to tell you. There's an episode where they're playing. There's an episode where they play in the park when it snows and it's great. But then there's another episode where the little brother gets brought back in, and he has started to watch like Power Rangers type shows. So he keeps going henshin, like transform, and he does like a little thing, but he says that he doesn't say it quite right. He's like transform, kind of proximate, and it's very cute. And then to be a cool older brother to his younger brother, he like remembers Kubo like remembers his like cool transformations and does like the whole posing and the pointing and the that, and like grabs his belt like there's a transformer there, or transmorpher. And it's very cute and great. And of course, the girl that likes him sees it, and she thinks it's adorable. It's very fucking cute. But the little boy that just thinks that his older brother rules is very cute and very good. I'll talk more about that on Tuesday, because I have been watching a little bit of that. Because I had a couple people tell me like, "Oh, Pat, if you like, this romantic comedy, you got to watch this other one." And I was like, "Okay." But I want to talk to you about chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army, because shit has gone down. We learned in the last episode that our main character Daryl, who later learned that he was human and that his father is his adopted father, did not realize that his birth father was the hero that injured his father, who was the Demon King. He just didn't know. Just never knew that it was his dad. And in fact, his father thought that his son had been killed. So Alan's ear cannot forgive Graniverse for being the father when he did not. The Demon King, former Demon King, didn't know that Daryl was the son, because he never do. They almost fight. We almost have a rematch of the retired hero and the retired Demon King. They are about to come to blows. And then, luckily, the literal... Daryl is the strongest character in the series, but the actual strongest character in the series is, of course, his bride, Marika, who everyone is legitimately scared of. And she scolds them because they're like, "Hey, you're both you haven't even met your grandson. This is Gran. You're upsetting him. His grandpa shouldn't fight." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're both this kid's grandpa, I guess," which is fun. And so then they're meeting Gran, and they're like, "Oh, we're grandparents, okay?" So they make peace, sort of. And then back in the demon realm, who he thought was his half brother turns out to be his adopted brother, Bashaverza, who is the current demon lord. He finally found some book, and he found some plan to enact revenge on his, because he blames Daryl. He's not a good demon lord, and he blames Daryl because he's always negatively compared to his brother, his half brother, who he doesn't know is human. He hasn't learned, but who he banished, and things did not go well as soon as he did because Daryl kept the fucking army working. He was doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes to keep it well-oiled machine, but because he was not quote-unquote strong, even though he is actually strong, but he wasn't considered strong, there's an inferiority complex there. So Bash, he's got a plan, and then also he finds out, hey, no, actually the demon god is going to fire you because you're bad at your job. You're a bad demon lord. And your father went to go bring Daryl back to try to get him to be the new demon lord. And also, you're bad at this and everyone hates you. And so that leads to him deciding he's got to go find Daryl and kill Daryl. Then Envil, who is America's father, there's a big feast to unite everybody. And Envil is just like, I don't know if I could. Can I also be a grandpa with the hero and the deep? What he just feels very much out of place with all of these incredible heroes of different times. Understandably, he's feeling a little out of his element. Daryl feels hopeful that when they're all kind of getting along, all three of them kind of getting along, and that's nice. The current hero is just so what do I do about training? And even Alanzir, the former hero, admits like, yeah, man, I was blinded by my rage, but I can admit that humanity's suffering isn't the Demon Lord's fault. They wanted to be able to use magic. That's the whole reason that humanity got involved in the first place. So he's just like, yeah, I get that. I get that it's that we're to blame for this particular instance, which is pretty big of him. Uh, I keep hearing you call Daryl's wife Murica, like America. Yeah, like America. No, it is Marika. It's like Mar, not Mur. I have said it incorrectly. Yes. You are right. Also, hi, Dirty. But you are right that I have not said it quite right when I have said her name. Um, Daryl, Rady is going to stay being a hero to expose the truth of what's going on. And then, a dragon has attacked the mine, and the knockers, the little weird little miner guys, very fun little guys that we don't see enough of in the anime, in my opinion, they're trapped. So then, the others are his fathers are going to distract the dragon so that Daryl can go and save the knockers from this dragon attack. And then also, we've got 2 more episodes, so we're certainly going to have a fight, a brother versus brother fight, which nobody likes. And we'll see if Daryl can be the peace that he wants to see in the world. All right, I got to find number 14 on here, which is right there. Great. And that's the anime I've been watching. Endo Kobayashi Live, I will talk about on Monday because I did not get to today's episode, but I will chat about that. Soon I will be able to tell you about that. All right, this is where we store the beam saber, so we have to grab the beam saber. Also, we can panel line this. There was a lot to do with this chest, more than most kits, but we'll get the beam saber together here. We have some time left in the stream, of course, to hear from you, my friends. I want to hear, what are you watching right now? What are you reading? What are you checking out? I did want, while I wait for y'all to write some stuff in the chat, I do want to say there is a content creator mode in WWE 2K22, a toggle, which will block all licensed music, which also includes licensed by WWE music. So like wrestler entrance music you won't hear in the game if you put on the content creator mode, basically. There also is a way to make all of the music that plays in the menus. You could basically like set your soundtrack, quote unquote. So you can just kind of set like what songs you want to hear while you're doing it. And if you want, you can turn all those songs off. So I did that. So while I am trying to download cool user-created wrestlers, I can just not have to hear a bunch of shit that I don't want to hear because I'm not interested in that songs. And also, it won't then bleed into recordings when I do recordings. So that is my big update of WWE 2K23. I will say I also turned off a lot of the overlay stuff that won't be necessary, that are helpful when you're playing the game, but since I am just going to be streaming the game, are unnecessary for me to have those things on. So I got a bunch of stuff loaded up for that. I have downloaded a bunch of characters. I'm waiting for more stuff that makes sense. That's why I'm not doing it this coming Tuesday. I'm waiting another week to allow for more cool characters to be created. I also, I had talked about this before, how somebody had made Clown Face Asuka. It's not perfect. It's not as good as the last person who did it, but it's okay. This clown paint Asuka is fine. Not as good, as I said, as is 2K22, but someone did an okay job with it. But they had basically given up making it like a good character. It was like, had a rating of 30 I went in and edited that. I didn't realize I could do that. Someone informed me that, like, hey, um, you can go in and just edit the stats on your creator wrestler. So I went in and edited the stats and made her more of a badass, since that Asuka is our current champion. Luckily, Asuka and Rey Mysterio are our champions. Some of our characters did not make it over. I'm checking what you wrote in the chat, folks. If people want to tell me what you're up to, what you're excited about, you can do that. I'm going to let a bunch load up, and then I'll talk about all of them while I just talk about WWE 2K22. Right now, I am hoping that someone makes Lemon Grab so that I could have our current Money in the Bank holder. Our $1 million champion, Stone Toad Steve Austin, is not in the game, so we don't have a $1 million champion. And our tag team champions, Sailor Jupiter and Miyu Yamashita, are currently not in the game. They're not been created characters in the game yet of those two, so I cannot say that they are in the. There right now, we are missing our Money in the Bank winner for men's, our $1 million champion, and our tag team champions. So when I play on not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, not only will we'll figure out a Money in the Bank women's champion or holder. So we'll have a ladder match to figure that out. And I don't know. And we're going to definitely do a War Games match. We'll definitely do a War Games because I want to see how that works, because that's the new mode in there, or the new match type, I should say. The new match type is War Games, so we definitely need to have that as well. And we'll have champion matches, certainly. But I'm still waiting to see if our tag team will ever exist. Sailor Jupiter, who knows? I'm hoping that some Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling ladies get in there. I don't know. And then I don't know if Stone Toad Steve Austin is going to end up in there. Maybe. Yes, Lord Crashington, I could always do like a match to crown new champions. I definitely could do that. We could do that. They've been future endeavored, but I want to give it time. What I don't want to have do is like, all right, we got new champions, and then like I see them in the game. I definitely think it would be fine to do figure out who the new $1 million champ is. I think that's totally reasonable. All right, now I'm going to go through and see what y'all wrote here. Harold said, I ordered a Steam Deck since they were on sale. Hell yeah. Enjoy your new Steam Deck when you get it. That's rad. And also, Harold is managing PAX Hype because Harold is going to PAX East. Also, Ghost Valve settled on replaying Trials of Mana. Also, PAX Jitters. Ghost Valve, have a great time at PAX. Harold, have a great time at PAX. I will not be at PAX East. I hate missing PAX East. I hate missing PAXs in general. There was a little bit of a thought of maybe going to this one here. That did not end up happening. And yeah, I hope you all have a great time. Have fun for me. Lashbrook played a bunch of Diablo 4 today. Kind of bummed about the way it is overreaction to the reception of Diablo 3, but it's still fun. Yes. I have watched some people play. I did not buy chicken in order to have a code to be in the beta. But I definitely saw, I definitely saw a lot of footage. Some of it looked really cool. Some of it looked fine. I would like to play it. It looks very much like it is it's fucking Diablo, and I like Diablo 3 a lot, so I'll probably check that shit out. Lord Crashing says playing more Theat Rhythm to play the songs that unlock. Which are all music videos of in-game cutscenes to major theme songs from the game. Lord Crashington, that sounds fucking dope. Theat Rhythm is a thing that is very cool that I will never engage with, but I do think is fucking cool. RE4 looks real nice, but I've bounced off that game several times in the 2000s. A Wrist fan, maybe this is the time that you just fucking really get into that game. Maybe 2023 is your year for Resident Evil 4. Is the year that you get super into it. Their time for a 6-week tournament to crown new champs since the previous champs are out of commissions or just future endeavor. Yes, that was talking about the game there. Aristofan says, I'm also grinding the Platinum Trophy in Theatrhythm. The game says I've played over 50 hours. Aristofan, that's a lot of fucking hours in a video game. Hell yeah. I hope you're having a great time. I mean, I would hope you're having a great time since you've been playing so many hours of it. And then also, Mjon, hi Mjon, says, I miss PAX South, to which Lastwork says same, and Ghostfell says big same. I will agree with you. I only went to 2 PAX Souths. There was a year where Royal Rumble was there live, and I could have gone to the Royal Rumble and PAX South, and I didn't. That is the year I should have gone. The first 2 years were great. I really enjoyed PAX South. My problem with PAX South was that it was in January, and sometimes PAX East was in March. And those were too fucking close. End of January, beginning of March was too close for me, so I couldn't do both of them when it was like that. I wish I had gone back before it ended, but I totally understand why it did. And yeah, but that was a good con. I enjoyed my time at PAX South. Lord Crash says, I'm over 30 hours in Theatrhythm. The grind to get characters to 9 stars is a hell of a grind. Well, there you go. I've also been playing some Persona 4 Golden with mods. Kanji has been saved. Marie has been hung out with and is starting to understand people. I'm having fun times with Nanako. I have had heavy fucking conversations about death and love with Nanako, and I think she understands. A thing I forgot about fucking Persona 4 Golden, a thing I had 100% forgotten about Persona 4 Golden, was that you can make a social link with Adachi. And I made it, I started it, and I don't think I'm going to... Adachi is now my, no one else is available for me to hang out with. It's a daytime. I guess I'll go see if Adachi's hanging out at the Junes lobby. Because I don't want to fucking hang out with that murderer. Spoilers. I don't want to fucking hang out with that dude. So, but apparently I can hang out with them, and that's weird. So, I mean, I guess I want the Jester Arcana to I want to be able to make better Jester personas. But yeah, that's fucked up. You've broken the game when you hang out with Adachi. Yes, that means that I don't want to, it's a day where, I can't do anything else. I can't, work a part-time job or hang out with anyone. Then I'm suddenly, because Yosuke is already the guy that I will hang out with if all of my other friends are not available. Then I'll go hang out with Yosuke. So Adachi is, lower than that, which is low. PAX South was cool the one year I went. I mean, it was great. It was a good little place. Also, R.I.P. Lance Reddick. Yes, indeed. Seminal actor, gone too soon. And clearly beloved by many, many people for his performances and his humanitarian efforts and his just general, fucking vibe, and pretty, just seems to be a completely genuine, cool fucking dude and a great actor. I have great memories of various PAX, other conventions, but I don't know if I can do it anymore unless I've got a panel or booth to run, says Arctic Sloth. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know if I would have gone to the last 2 PAX Unplugs if I didn't have a panel or 2 there. Having a reason to be at PAX Unplugged is the reason I have gone to PAX Unplugged. Having a direct and reason to be there is the only justification I have for going. I mean, I got to see people and that was nice, but I didn't get to see everybody. So I'm gonna try to snip these here and make these V-fins look a little cooler. Yeah, I'll get just snipping off a little bit of the ends here. but I get it. And yes, every day is great in your Junes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, I've been hanging out, with Nanako a lot, trying to help her out, trying to help her understand what's going on with her dad. I've been gardening. Nanako and I started a garden. That's been fun. Still have not been able to purchase a fishing rod because I want to fish, because it's like it's one of the only mods I haven't been able to do anything with because I haven't had the chance to fish. So I've been hoping I get to the point where I can purchase a fishing rod in the game. That's coming. It just hasn't happened yet. This part is so small. Holy shit. This part is so teeny tiny. Yikes. The head of a high grade is always got some fiddly bits to it. We'll see if I can get that on there. John just resubbed with Prime, says, I got an ad for a second and thought, why is that? Yes, sometimes that'll sneak up on you, John. But let's throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe in Tier 2 Blue Mode if you're Tier 2. Thank you very much to John for being a subscriber. Thank you very much for using your Twitch Prime token. 18 months is a whole lot of months. 18 months is a year and a half. So thank you for hanging out that long with us in chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I've been playing Persona 4 Golden with the mods and all that, and just taking care of business here. I'm doing I'm starting to do some Mysterious Fox stuff because I forgot how that worked, and that you had to go and meet with the fox and get an Anna and then figure out what he needed and go do that. And it's just all side quests, so I'm doing that for the Mysterious Fox, which is fun because it's fun to hang out with a fox. But yeah, I have not met a sports team member. I joined the drama club, but I've only been there once, and I don't think I'll go back because I realized I don't want to do those. All right, how do I get this on here? But yeah, I'm still having fun. I'm waiting, hey, speaking of subscribers, the Fox is key indeed. Silver Streak is here, and Harold wants to know what the Fox says. Well, the Fox says, throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe emote in the chat. Silver Streak, thank you so much for subscribing. That's 25 months. Appreciate you very much. That's very kind of you. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe and Tier 2 Lumo if you're that. Saying, finally get to catch a Bear stream live again. Well, that's rad. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see you. I don't know why this won't fit on here. Whoa. Harold just cheered 100 bits, which means we got a hype train. Thank you so much, Harold, for those bits. Cha-ching. Top of the bits leaderboard. Appreciate that. But yeah, we got a fucking hype train going. Yeah, shovel some coal for the old hype train. Appreciate that very much. I don't know why this part won't go on. Oh, there we go. Holy shit. We are level 2 hype train. Silver Streak just gifted a sub. And, 2 subs. To Melty Kitty. Oh, I know Melty Kitty very well. And Insidious Clock, who I don't know very well. But thank you very much for those gifted subs, Silver Streak. Appreciate that very much. Thank you very kindly for that. That rules. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. And yeah, we're a level 2 hype train. The hype is on. It's real. While I desperately attempt to figure out why this won't go on, it's good to have the hype train going. It should just sit right here, and it fucking doesn't want to. It's so tiny, friends. This piece is so tiny that it is very much frustrating me. Even if if I can get it to rest properly, then I can just go in and fix it later, and use some. Whoop! What happened here? Oh God! Aristofan just gifted subs too. Sign Crow, Bedroom Punk, and Doing Online. Oh, that's such a good username. Doing Online is a great username. Thank you very much for that, Aristofan. We completed our level 2 hype train. Thank you very much for that, We're now level 3, or on our way to level 3, and Aristophan is now top of the gift sub leaderboard. This is so kind of y'all. Thank you very much for this. Was not expecting to get some gifted subs until I dropped below 40 again. Oh, did I get it? Yes, I did. Holy shit, I did. Wow. That was incredibly frustrating. And then Harold just gifted out 3 gift subs, putting Harold at the top, towards the top of the gift sub leaderboard. Thank you so much for that. Aristophan says, I do appreciate this community. And then congratulations to Josh Jaboy, Croy Baker, and oh hey Reeves. Oh hey Reeves. And yeah, we're currently at 83 subscribers, and I'm 99% sure that's our new. Well, okay, now yes. And then Umjan just gifted 3 subs to Unknown Story, Neurobezel, and Squigglewoms. And I can say, and then Lord Crashin cheered 200 bits, which is so nice. Thank you very much for those bits. We are definitely now at this 85 is the most subscribers I've ever had. This is now the new record is 85. And then the Goof Cat just rated. This is such a weird fucking end to my stream. Hi everybody. I'm gonna go to this camera. Hey, welcome Raiders. Thanks for coming in to Goof Cat. I hope your VR stream, not VR, your VTuber stream has gone well. I believe that was tonight, or you're getting into that. Yes, you did hit the back end. VTuber stream went well. Hell yeah, that's awesome, Goof Cat. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Pat Baer. I build model kits and Lego sets. Harold just cheered, so I have to hit this button again. Thank you very much. We're in the midst of a hype train. Yeah, as mentioned by Umjan, this was the part of the stream where I started to wind down and get ready to raid myself. But then a bunch of gift subs happened, and a hype train started, and it's just been weird. And when I say weird, I mean good. It's been very good. I now have more subscribers than I ever have had in the history of me being a streamer, especially, I should say, an affiliate streamer, because I'm now at 86 subscribers, and that's ridiculous. But we had a great hype train, which is so nice. Yeah, love to see it. I'm so thrilled. But for folks that came in, hit the follow button if you'd like. You came in with a Goof Cat. My name is Pat Baer. I build model kits and Lego sets 3 times a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. On Tuesday, I do something that's not that. Often video games. This coming Tuesday, I will be talking about the winter anime season, which is about to wrap up. And then I will be talking about the spring anime season, which is starting up very soon. It's an anime recap, and it'll be many hours of me talking about the shows I'm watching, the shows I chose not to watch, and the shows that I forgot were out. Because there's always something that I'm just like, oh shit, I wanted to watch more of that. Attaboy giving me the follow there. The Attaboy. The Atboy. I said Attaboy instead of the Atboy. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. But yeah, that'll be next Tuesday. But next Monday, I will continue to work on this model kit. Because we finished the head. We'll go to the overhead here. Let's go back to this. I finished the head on this kit. We finished up a model kit, and then we started a new one. This is the new one. This is the Heavy Gundam. And it has a cool weapon on there. This is a Gundam that feels like very similar to like a Transformer. You know, like an Autobot in the like weapon that ends up on the shoulder in robot mode. It does not transform. Don't get it twisted. But it does have that like shoulder mounted vibe. I do have to go, but I will come to your streams. Well, thank you very much. And thanks to everybody for coming in on the raid. I do appreciate that and people hanging out. Of course, thank you to everybody that gifted subs and cheered. That's so kind of you. We now have we've got a bunch of people with gifted subs. The gift sub leaderboard is wild right now. We had some, we had a bunch of cheer. We have 3 people cheer, which is nice. I love building stuff like Lego and other stuff. Hell yeah, yeah. I gotta get more Lego in my backlog of stuff to build. I have one set, but it's only like 100 pieces, so it won't take long to build. And so I need a couple more I need a couple more kits that have a lot more. I was about to say meaty, and that's not the right word. I want a couple more like bigger kits. I do not want to get that Eiffel Tower. Heavy Gundam is from the MSX series, which I don't think I've seen yet. I've seen some of them, John, but not a lot of the MS Origin stuff. I'm aware of it. It's a good-looking kit. Bye. I'm not getting Eiffel Tower. I'm not getting... I don't... We built the Upside Down, the house, the Stranger Things house that had the Upside Down, and that's the most Lego pieces I've ever built. And like that's the biggest kit I've ever worked on, and that fucking took forever. Part of it was the fact that it was a pre-owned kit, so I had to do a lot of sorting beforehand, but that was still a fucking nightmare. So I'm not doing big kits like that, but there are like 300, 400 piece kits that I should be probably picking up. I got to keep my eyes peeled for some deals. Did stream die? Is it on? I believe. Oh no, that is yeah. Looks like the stream did die. The stream did die. I'm waiting to see if the stream comes back. Did the stream come back? I think the stream came back. We are back. We did die. It happened again, folks. This is at the beginning of the stream. I just lost the beginning, like the first 10 minutes of stream just kind of went to hell. So our hype train ended, which is great. Yes, you hype. While the internet connection is good, because we did get disconnected out of nowhere. This is why we do local recordings, indeed, and John. Because everything went to heck, we're gonna raid because I don't trust what's going on here right now. And also the hype train ended. But we are definitely gonna do a raid because I don't want to get disconnected again from all of you while I have the opportunity to share the love. As John says, we always end with a raid. I have the opportunity to go into a community. I apologize for folks that came in with Goofcat that I am going to immediately go somewhere else pretty soon. No, we're pushing the good vibes, the hype train vibes, Lord Crashington, onto somebody else's stream who maybe has a more dedicated internet connection than I do. Although, like I said, it's been good for a very long time. We've been doing really good lately, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I will investigate. I will see what's going on there. Right now, we are going to raid. We're going to go find somebody who's doing cool shit out there on the internet, streaming, that we want to go hang out with. Somebody with a great community. Hopefully, who'll be streaming for a while. Whereas, obviously, I am not anymore. Who is doing stuff? How long? Let's see. How long has this person been streaming for before we decided we were going to raid? I like to see how long. Oh, no. They're definitely going to be done soon because they've been streaming for many hours, so we're not going to go raid them. We talked about Diablo 4. Arthur Geese is playing Diablo 4. So we're going to go raid Arthur because Arthur is great. And I kind of want to see his perspective on Diablo. So we're going to go raid Arthur. Arthur rules. So feel free to come along on this raid. Yes. More train legislation. Definitely. We got to look at those. Safety first. So come along on this raid. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, as we continue the Heavy Gundam. Talk about anime and manga and video games and wrestling, because I'll be watching a great wrestling show tomorrow, and then we'll talk about that on stream. I hope you have a great night. I thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. This is a great Saturday stream. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.